So good evening, everyone. Jennifer here with Artistic Painting Studio, and starting another project. Okay, something fun that I thought this would be really cool for a couple of gifts for friends and family. And I love doing some mixed media type of artwork. So I found these cool frames, okay, that I have laying around, and thought this would be really awesome. Hi Nancy, how are you? So they have just a board, okay, which I don't know, some kind of press board for the center of this, and then it's just I think it's just probably like a pine, yeah, just some pine frame on it, okay, but this is going to give me a great surface for doing something really creative and being able to share with you guys. Hi Darla, how are you? So I'm going to share with you, this is just one fun one that I did a while back, and we'll make sure that I did this on video, so we'll tag the video and make sure that you can follow up and see how I did the process on this one as well. But that one was just mainly done with some paint and roller and a little foil. I think I'm going to go a little bit further on this one, and we're going to use a different type of roller. We're going to create some texture and see where it goes, okay? And I kind of have in mind a little bit about a direction, but as you guys know, I've confessed I don't always have a full plan, okay? So I brought back 4 different rollers, okay? I have the diamonds and the mermaid tail. I have crocodile and zebra. Hi Jimmy, hi Helen, and who else? I see somebody else is hanging out here with me. But I brought all these back for just some inspiration. I'm kind of really leaning towards the zebra pattern. It's kind of where my mind's going, but you never know what might happen. Hi Maury, Jane. Gosh, I got everybody on here this evening. So I've got the rollers out. I thought about maybe Ford Blue being my base coat over whichever roller I picked. And then I'm thinking of incorporating either pale gold or antique bronze somewhere in this as well. So I've got a little bit of inspiration back here, which is, you know, always a good place to start. And then we'll just kind of figure out, because a lot of my projects, it's like I create a layer and it inspires me to add something else. So what I'm going to do is start with my panel, okay? And we're going to start using with the texture medium, okay? So this is texture medium, which is under my brand called Artsyville Embellishments. Hi Donna. And this is just the coolest stuff ever to roll through, okay? I developed this with a manufacturer to create a really easy, user-friendly product that is easy to trowel on, brush on, and it's great with the rollers, okay? So I'm going to drop the camera down. Hi Beth, thanks for joining. Ellie, it's so sweet for you to join. And just kind of show you what I'm doing, okay? So like I said, this is just a center panel, or a panel for the frame, okay? It is a good 1/4 inch thick pressed board. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my texture medium on here. Now I've got a couple different size trowels, okay? I've got, well actually this is a 210. I have one smaller, I don't know where it is. I used all my trowels yesterday, so who knows where they are, but I have this one as well as my little one. So I figured I'd show you both, and we'll just kind of figure out which one works better. You know, this is about, you know, that's a pretty wide drawer, but definitely could be, if you had like even a drawer front to do, this one would be okay. This one's going to get me done faster, so I might even be leaning towards the bigger trowel, okay? So just a little introduction here, you guys. Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate the share. You're awesome. So if you haven't been introduced to my texture medium before, we kind of call it marshmallow cream because it's fluffy. It's not going to drip off. Like I said, it's creamy. It's a smooth plaster. It's not going to, it's not gritty or sandy or anything, and it just was like spread and butter, okay, is a great way of saying. Um, so if you haven't, okay, used a trowel before, oh, Liz, I know it is cool, cool stuff. If you haven't used this, I'm telling you, once you get into texture medium, there is no other product. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the small one first. Oh, you guys are awesome tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I just piled it on here so I could just kind of grab it and move it around since I've got a bigger surface to work with. And I want to see if you guys can tell, okay, it was best angle here, that when I start to trowel the product, and I want to go this direction, I like to keep the trowel where I have maybe about a ½ inch. With the smaller trowel, it seems like I'm a little lower, maybe a ½ inch or a little bit more shallow, where I can just smooth that product onto the surface. And I don't like picking up too much because you don't need too much, and I feel like you can learn to control your trowel a little bit better when you have less material to mess with than more. So I am just going to kind of spread this stuff around, kind of like frosting a cake, okay? And your knife is just a little bigger, so it's not very difficult. The other thing is when we are spreading this on, and forgive me guys if you're saying anything other than hello, I've been looking down, so I haven't seen anything. You guys are the best. I don't know what to say. You guys are just warming my heart tonight with all these shares. And you know, to me that is so awesome because, I mean, truly part of my why I do all this is because I love sharing my passion of painting, creating, and hoping to inspire others. And somebody might just find this video because you shared it, and it might be something that they just really need in their life, okay? I think we all need some kind of creative outlet to express ourselves with, and sometimes just to get us through a hard day. And I know that personally, you guys, I have been sitting at my desk all day, so this is a treat for me, okay? My son keeps trying to encourage me to make a schedule for my entire day. So like from, you know, 9 to 10, I'll be doing this. From 10 to 11, I'll be doing this, you know, or whatever it is. And I started to laugh, and I said, I don't know if I can even do that. I mean, it's kind of like whatever's the shiniest of objects are the ones that normally get my attention, and it's almost like putting out fires these days. But we're getting very organized around here, and I'm continuing to bring in new staff, and that new staff allows me to come back here and create more, so it makes for a happy Jennifer. Definitely a happy Jennifer. This is way more fun than accounting and paperwork, that's all I can say. So if I haven't told you guys yet, thank you for all your shares. You guys are just a blessing. So I'm trying to get this on me here, maybe about 1/8 of an inch to 1/16 of an inch thick, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And if I have it too thick, I can always trowel it out and roll it again. So I'm not going to worry about any imperfections. And I'm going to try to hold this up, okay? I'm just going to try to get some of the product off the edges. I'm going to hold this up, and hopefully you can see that, yeah, you can see some of my trowel lines. It's not perfect, okay? It never is. And it's okay, because we're going to put a roller through this, and you're not going to see all those imperfections when I'm done. Hello, hello. I got Tammy Sue on here, and Kathy, Felicia. Oh, you guys are just the bomb. So Tammy, okay, I got to share it with you guys, okay? So I don't have to worry about my product drying. It stays open for a while. But if you haven't heard, Booth Biz is having another booth conference again coming up in January in Memphis, okay? I think the dates are around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Don't quote me, okay? Tammy Sue, you might know, okay? Because I know she has been, okay, darn it. I didn't bring my handy wipes over here, okay? But their conference is coming up again in January, and I was there last year, and it was an awesome experience. This year, I'm being very blessed and honored to be one of the speakers. I'm even on the first day, so boy, I'm going to be working on that speech for a while. Okay, at least I have till January to get that one down. But oh, see, I was right. Woo woo. Okay, so I'm trying to talk. Tammy Sue is really sitting on the fence about coming, and I know Catherine also from my painting group is talking about going. But if you are involved and have a booth biz, okay, you want to be there because everything on the agenda, the speakers, the vendors, which will also be a vendor, and all the workshops are all geared to a booth owner or a mall owner, okay? So check it out. I'll put the link on here, you guys, so you can definitely check that out. Yes, Tammy Sue, you got to make it because we need to meet, okay? I always love it when I get a chance to meet some of my followers on here. It's so awesome. Oh, Debbie, it does. It just spreads like butter. This stuff is awesome. Thank you, Bobby. I love these rollers too. I love that everybody's sharing the love of the rollers. So check it out, you guys, if you get a chance. Okay, I know I kind of went, that's kind of like me, the shiny object thing. Whenever I start doing something, I sometimes get distracted, okay? And I saw Tammy Sue's name, so I had to mention this conference. Okay, so I'll bring the camera back down. And again, you guys, thank you for the shares. I totally appreciate those. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a couple different patterns. I really think I'm going to go back to zebra on this, but let's do mermaid tail first, okay? Oh, what's going? Oh, Anna, it is the booth conference. If you have a booth biz, you want to check it out. I'm going to put the link on here when I'm done, so you guys can all go find the page really easy, okay? Because it's not easy to find, but I'll put the link here. Okay, so I'm working on some mixed media panel that is going to get framed, and I think I'm going to start with mermaid tail and check out if I like this pattern or not. My heart's still kind of going zebra, okay, because I know I'm going to layer over the top of this. I'm probably going to layer a stencil. I might do some embossing. Who knows what else I might do. So I'm almost thinking that mermaid tail might be too busy of a background where I might be able to get away with more layers and techniques with the zebra. But I want to show you guys this pattern because it is stinking adorable. Okay, one thing you always want to check first before you get rolling, okay, is check and make sure your roller is rolling well, okay? There are times, I'm just going to pull this out so you can see, there are times if you guys have left your handles inside your rollers, when you clean them, water gets in here. So always pull your handles out and don't let them dry inside because they can get a little bit of rust, okay? So always make sure when you put them back in that they're rolling really good and easy, okay? So just to start with, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to watch this edge where my finger is right along the edge of my board, and that way I can try to stay straight. There we go. And all I'm going to do is just try to line up to that line. If I have a little overlapping, I don't think it will matter. And I definitely had a couple of low spots in my troweling, so I would definitely want to redo this, but I got a feeling that one might almost be too, oh gosh, I'm not sure now. I really do like that. I got to roll it again because it didn't roll perfect. But that actually could be a really kind of funky contemporary background for this project. Okay, every time I think I have an idea of which way I want to go, oh my gosh, there's just so many choices. I think my son was telling me, okay, there's a little goober in here that's making a scratch. I think I have like 45 of these now, or somewhere around that number. So I've got a lot of choices. And sometimes when you have so many choices, it is hard. Okay, we've got something on here. It's hard to make up your mind. Which obviously, I thought this one was going to be too busy, okay? But I'm still going to show you a couple more because I can keep this material wet long enough that I can trowel through here a couple of times and let you guys help me also decide, okay? I might have to turn that fan off, though. I got a fan blowing back here because it was just stuffy earlier today. So, okay. I either have something on my trowel or there's something in this plaster because I keep getting a little scratch mark. So let me at least get rid of those. Like I said, nothing has to be perfect when you're doing this, but I sure don't want a scratch mark, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do a different pattern. Oh, you know, okay, I have to grab paper towels, you guys. Sorry, I don't want to grab this roller because then my hand is going to get gunked up, okay? So let's grab two things. Let's grab paper towels and good old Lysol wipes, okay? But this way I can pull this off without my hand getting extremely gunked up, okay? Diamond pattern, okay? I think diamond pattern could be really, really pretty. And I'll show you my little trick about lining things up. Okay, so I've made a little Sharpie mark on this roller. So that is like my point of start, okay? So when I'm starting this, I'm gonna make sure that I'm off the wood here, and I have this mark straight up, okay? And I really should stand up because I know that I always get, I'm sitting down, okay, I was being lazy. I know I always get a better, okay, now see, I'm gonna have to trowel that out anyway because I didn't get any of the pattern up there, and I need that pattern up there to line up with, okay? There we go. We troweled through, or troweled it out again and again. Hello, hello. I got Casey and Elaine on here. Hello, guys. So I'm just messing around, trying to figure out which pattern I'm going to use on here. Okay, now let's see if I can get my diamonds to line up pretty well. Okay, and I'm slightly off, which to me, that bothers me because I had a gap, okay? I gotta get this roller going correctly here. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I'm telling you, it's gonna take you more than one pass. And I think we're gonna go this way instead. I'm gonna go from this direction. Okay, now I wanna make sure where I'm starting, okay? So I'm gonna start the diamonds, the connecting point right at the base while I bring the roller up. Trying to make sure that I'm staying straight, okay? And now we'll make sure that we have those points. Okay, we gotta make sure I'm getting enough. Okay, I think I'm close here. Let's see how well I do on this one. Ah, almost nailed that one, okay? But that one's pretty darn close. I think by the time I was done with this and everything I'm gonna do, I'd be happy with that pass, okay? It might not be absolutely perfect, but that is the rollers, okay? They're not absolutely perfect. Now, I don't think I really want the diamonds in the background. That one's not just speaking to me. So, of course, I brought Crocodile back here, okay? And Crocodile, I think, is everybody's favorite. You can never go wrong with that one. So I'm going to trowel out one more time. And this kind of tells you guys, even with my fan blowing back here, I've got great open time with this product, okay? That I can trowel through this several different times. It's not gonna set up on me to where I'm at a point of no return. Okay, I'm also gonna move over just a little bit because there is a ridge in this table. And I got a feeling that is what's causing my roller to not be as perfect as I'd like. Okay, where is that ridge? It's right there. Okay, so we'll go on this side. And if I have to, I'll just bring you guys over with me. How's that? Aw, thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Hi, Ann. It's so good to see you on here. Hey, if I have any retailers, as Ann is one of my retailers, please shout out your information on here so people can find you. We have retailers all over the United States, and I always, always love to refer the business back to them. So if there is a retailer close to you, we so encourage you to go check them out, okay? Okay, I'm just supposed to be totally off, or this board is totally off, okay? We are going to trowel one more time. And crocodile could be something I could leave in the background. So I think it's either going to be crocodile or it's going to be mermaid tail, okay? And I'm just not sure. The mermaid tail to me is more contemporary, which could be really cool because I could pull out some more contemporary stencils or even do a combination that is contemporary and a little bit more sophisticated. I don't know. I love mix matching all of my patterns, colors, even when it's not supposed to be like, you know, everybody always says, you know, you should match, match, match. I'm one who's going to pick a color that is so totally off and make it work with another color, or pick patterns that probably shouldn't go together, and I'm going to make them work, okay? So let's see if we can get a good roll on this one. There we go. Yeah, I am still missing something, okay? I'm going to turn this roller around. There goes my hand, okay? There goes my hand. I was being good, now I'm not. So yes, you guys, even I trowel out my work, okay? And that's what I tell everybody. If it doesn't go perfect the first time, don't worry about it. Just try it again, okay? There we go. Okay. You know, there must be a low in this wood, because no matter what pattern I put on here, it is not getting there through there, okay? So it's got to be the wood. So no matter what I use, I might be missing some of the pattern. Okay. Let's, okay. Yeah, there's something funky with this wood. It's definitely not level. But we're going to make it work, okay? So I'm going to go back, I think, to the mermaid tail, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to make this sucker work. I'm going to go a little thicker than I usually do. How's that? What was this I'm working on? Oh, Bobby, that is awesome. Awesome. We love picking up new retailers because I just feel that these are such the coolest tools ever, and everybody should have one in their hand at some point, okay? And like I said, there's nothing perfect about them. And you know, I don't have a perfect surface that I'm working on, so it's challenging me a little bit, but this is also giving me an opportunity to show you guys something a little different, because normally I never ever trowel this thick, okay? So I've got a good 1/8 of an inch going on here, okay? And I think everybody probably knows why. I never like to go this thick. I think I've preached it for the last 4 years, but my main reason, you guys, is because I hate the sand. And I always feel that if I go too thick, I'm gonna have way more sanding to do. So that's kind of my philosophy for going a little bit thinner. But I have seen some incredible finishes and projects that have been done by some of my customers, and oh my gosh, they went way thicker than this, okay? And again, you guys, thank you for all the shares. This is awesome. You guys have been so sweet tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the mermaid tail. I'm just gonna roll off some of the excess that's already on there. And let's see how nice of a print we can actually get from this, okay? Because I'm on here thicker. Ooh, okay, this one's gonna be good. And we're just gonna line up. Get back on there. And I'm trying to keep my eye on where they're connecting, okay? So there we go. Whoa, that looks awesome, okay? I'll have to say, this one has kind of won my heart. Paulette, it is just, it's a good 1/4 inch thick, some kind of a press board. They came with the frame. I'm not exactly sure what kind of wood it is, but it's just some kind of a press board, and it came with the frame. If you tuned in a little late, okay? I'm gonna pull off the excess material, okay, just so I don't have to sand the sides also, and clean that up. But I'll show you guys the frame here in a minute, the whole thing. But I'm in love with this, okay? So this is where we're definitely going to leave it, and we're gonna go more contemporary with this project. So as I told you guys, I don't always know exactly what I'm gonna do or where the inspiration might take me, because originally I was thinking I was gonna go with zebra, okay? But I love this so much, I'm gonna leave that instead. Okay, now I'm all slimed up here, okay? So, okay, I'll let you guys stare at that for a second. If I missed any questions or anything, you guys, I will definitely scroll back here in a little bit and make sure I answer all of them. If there's something you want, make sure I answer right now, just repeat the question and I'll see if I can take a look at it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can ungrunge my hands here a little, because I'll tell you, you should see parts of this camera holder, okay? My tripod's starting to look like I paint back here an awful lot. But thank you guys for the shares. This has been awesome. And this is definitely a project that's gonna take me more than one Facebook Live. But this is the same frame and board that I'm working on, okay? So this is a project that I did before, and I'm also gonna make sure that we have the link on here so you can also get to this video and see what I did on this one. Kathy, it's actually on a board, okay? So it's a hard pressed board that's in here. So that was what I was just rolling on. So I'm gonna create this new one, because I haven't done anything to it. So I just pulled this one out, so my frame is still plain Jane, and trying to figure out which direction I'm gonna go. But we're definitely gonna do something a little bit more contemporary, I think. And at this point, kind of my inspiration has been the Ford blue on the over the mermaid tail pattern, and then I was thinking of, this is antique bronze, maybe antique bronze being on the frame, because I was thinking I was going to incorporate some golds. And when I do, I'm probably going to do foil, and when I do use my foils, I like using darker colors underneath, so I'm going to probably do a darker bronze and then layer the foils over the top of that. Aw, thank you, Betty. The plaster that I was using, Casey, that is my own brand, okay? I'll pull it back up here again. It's by Artsyville Embellishments, that's my brand name, and it's called Texture Medium, okay? So it doesn't have a fancy name, but I'll also stick the link in here as well if you are looking for that. And I'll put it right here in your comments so that I tag you in it. Okay, so like I said, this is gonna take me a couple days, because right now, this baby, okay, this sucker has to dry. So we gotta make sure that this is dry. Once it's dry, I'm gonna have to sand it because it's thicker than I usually put it on. But this was really great for me to have the hiccup on this one, okay? I call them hiccups, but hiccups are great because I always feel at that point, it's so much more that I can show you guys that not only, I don't always get it right the first roll as well. Sometimes it takes me a couple of times, and found out my board wasn't as level as I'd hoped it was. So when you have something that's not working for you or is not as level, definitely put a little bit thicker product on there and you're gonna get a good roll. Now you'll have to come back and sand more, but it'll work. So I don't wanna bore you guys with priming my frame. So I'll probably be back here tomorrow and we'll be putting some color on, and who knows what is going to go next, okay? That's the fun thing. You never know what Jennifer is going to actually put on here. So thank you guys for joining me and checking out some of these roller patterns. Yeah, I have to say, I'm kind of in love with mermaid tail right now. But I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, and if not Saturday, okay? Because I'm working all weekend again. I don't know why, but we're just a little bit behind schedule. So it's going to be a working weekend, and I'll either be back here tomorrow or Saturday doing some more on this fun project. I do have a couple of retailers in Canada, and I'll make sure that you have the link on here so you can go find them, okay? Um, if anybody else has any other questions, feel free to holler. I think there's a couple of you that were interested in possibly being a vendor or looking for one of my retailers or stockists. I'll put both links in here and you guys can go find them. Sanette, I'm always running and playing, okay? So I find time to come back here because it does my heart as much good as it does your guys' hearts, okay? So be creative, have fun tonight, and we'll see you back either Friday or Saturday. Bye, guys.